This is TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast, and the State of the Saints podcast is brought to you by Manscaped.com. Over 2 million men worldwide choose Manscaped for all their below-the-waist needs. For those that love the Lawnmower 3.0, well, I got news for you. The Manscaped engineering team has confirmed that they have successfully created the Lawnmower 4.0. The Lawnmower 4.0 gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. The new trimmer even allows you to customize your trim all through additional guards lengths, sizes 1 through 4. And looks-wise, it's sleek with a two-tone matte and gloss finish, even features a hot foil stamp black chrome Manscaped logo. Show your more off loud and proud. Go to manscaped.com, use the promo code State of Saints, and you will save 20% off of the Lawnmower 4.0 as well as other Manscaped items. That's manscaped.com. Hey, what's going on, Who Dat Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And thank you so much for checking out the State of the Saints podcast, where we talk New Orleans Saints. Really do appreciate everybody. Much love to everybody that has allowed the State of the Saints podcast to be a part of their listening or viewing pleasure. Before I get started, I ask that everybody hit that thumbs up, hit that like button if you enjoyed the State of the Saints podcast. If you enjoy the content, show your boys some love by hitting that like button. And if you're new, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you have not already, hopefully at the end or by the end of this podcast, you become a subscriber. But let's go ahead and talk about DeShaun Watson, man. Let's talk about Watson Watch 2022. Everybody is on social media. Everybody is on pins and needles trying to figure out what DeShaun Watson is going to do. And Who Dat Nation, I'm tired of this crap now. I'm serious. I'm serious, man. I'm tired of this, man. Look, I keep on checking my phone over and over. I'm thinking something about to go down. Breaking news, if it's going to come through, and nothing has happened. From what I know now, DeShaun Watson was being, having a meeting with the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are the holdup of all of this. Atlanta Falcons are pitching something at DeShaun Watson. I mean, look, man, I'm going to just be 100% real, man. There's absolutely nothing. Absolutely, positively nothing that the Atlanta Falcons can offer DeShaun Watson other than the fact of clinging to his heartstrings because he is close to home. They can continue to say, oh, man, it's your home state, man. These your people. They'll rally behind you, man, because you from here. That's all Atlanta can say. What can Atlanta say that would be much more appealing than the New Orleans Saints? The Atlanta Falcons are pathetic. They are a pathetic franchise. They have been a pathetic franchise, and they have absolutely, positively no identity. You won't know what the Atlanta Falcons identity is. And I'm not even being a hater. And somebody that's probably an Atlanta Falcon fan, you probably mad at me saying this, but it's the absolute truth. You want to know what the Atlanta Falcons identity is? Whatever the New Orleans Saints identity is. If the Saints go out here and get, a high-powered offense, guess what Atlanta is going to do? They're going to try to get a high-powered offense. If the Saints are succeeding with a pass rush, guess what Atlanta is going to do? They're going to try to get a pass rush. If the New Orleans Saints go out here and get a a guy that can catch the ball out of backfield and run between the tackles. Guess what Atlanta is going to do? They're going to do the same exact thing. The Atlanta Falcons have absolutely no identity. And the only identity that they have is being the Saints whipping boys for the last 16, 17 years. The Atlanta Falcons, look, everybody like Atlanta. I ain't got nothing against Atlanta, the city. It's a nice place to visit. You know, you got a bunch of people out there, you know, they're successful. And y'all see, man, I mean, you got a lot of successful people out there, but you got a lot of posers, a lot of people trying to fake it to make it. And that is the quintessential Atlanta Falcon fan. Faking it to make it. As long as them boys up, they riding a wave. Surf's up, dude. But when them boys are down, they ain't nowhere to be found. Those boys have absolutely no identity. And for the Atlanta Falcons to be the holdup, I find it laughable. Seriously. I mean, honestly, if DeShaun Watson, as much as some of us want and hoping and wishing and praying that DeShaun Watson shows up in New Orleans, if DeShaun Watson decides to go to Atlanta, good luck to him. Seriously. I'm not like everybody else when it comes to the DeShaun Watson sweepstakes. I'm not with it because I feel like the Saints are going to be good regardless. I'm not like people acting like this is going to be the deciding factor whether the Saints go to the Super Bowl or not. Man, the Saints almost went to the playoffs with that trash that they had at quarterback last year with Trevor Siemian, Taysom Hill, and Ian Book. Are you serious? And I'm supposed to sit up here and act as if all hope is lost if we don't get DeShaun Watson? Seriously, man, I have been on board with Jameis Winston from the beginning. I don't understand what the problem is. If he wants to sit up here and wait and hold everybody up, man, go in another direction. Seriously. I like the mentality of the New Orleans Saints over the last few years. Look, I know we have heard top story after top story over the last few years about the New Orleans Saints bringing in high-profile free agents, and they do not acquire them. We seen a couple years ago, they tried to bring in Ndamukong Suh. He ended up leaving, going to the Rams. I heard a couple years ago, once again, they brought in this, Clowney. They brought in Clowney. Had him up in this thing. He decided he wanted to go to Cleveland. I mean, look, I like the fact that the New Orleans Saints make a pitch, but they're not willing to soil themselves and bow down. Oh, my God, bow down to the almighty Sue. Bow down to the almighty Cloudy. I mean, I'm absolutely embarrassed right now that the New Orleans Saints are even doing this. I mean, this dude is holding it up to a point where the Saints aren't even doing anything. They're waiting on him. Seriously, what kind of franchise is this, man? Look, this dude has all-world talent, and he's a talented son of a gun. But I'll be damned if I'm going to hold up my process. I mean, honestly, think about this, man. You're holding up for DeShaun Watson. Who's to say if DeShaun Watson does not decide to go with you that Jameis Winston says, well, you know what, man? Forget y'all. Y'all showed y'all hand. Let me go to Seattle, right? Then what you going to be? You're going to be ass out of luck, waiting for somebody to give you an answer. This is pathetic right here, man. This is the guy that's standing outside in the rain with flowers in his hand when the girl told him over and over again that she don't want him no more. This is sad, man. Look, do not allow anybody to dictate the way that you do business. I don't care what it is or who it is. Seriously. If this dude have to go here, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go everywhere. Bye-bye, man. Seriously. Because you know what? I have the confidence. Rather DeShaun Watson finds his way to any team in the NFC South, the Saints still have what it takes to beat them. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being dead serious. I mean, the last time DeShaun Watson played the Saints, he put up a hell of a performance, but the Saints still beat him at the end. So for me to sit up here and act as if this is the deciding factor, like some of these Saints fans out here, like, what the hell are y'all smoking? Seriously, what are y'all smoking? What y'all been drinking for y'all to believe that this dude is the deciding factor with rather the Saints go to the Super Bowl or not? The Saints are a good football team regardless of if they had DeShaun Watson or not. Seriously, I'm not losing any sleep over this. We've had conversations about DeShaun Watson in the past, and I would love to have him as a member of the Saints. But for me to sit up here and say, if we don't get him, then all hope is lost, I would be lying to you. So seriously, man, I don't understand this. I mean, they not signing receivers. They not going after offensive linemen in case they have to get rid of Teron Armstead. Where's the plan in place? Everybody's sitting around waiting on this dude to make up his mind. Seriously, man, I'm dead serious. You got a bunch of teams out here. You got the Browns, you got the Carolina Panthers, the Falcons, and the Saints all saying this. I mean, he's wasting our time right now. Seriously, make up your mind, man. Seriously, in the words of Ashley Banks in that song, make up your damn mind. Seriously, if you want to go to Atlanta, cool, man. God bless you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you went through this tough ordeal, all the things that happened, all these allegations. I would love to see you play football again. You feel me? But if it ain't with the Saints, then oh well, man. Because let me tell y'all something, man. And every Saints fan can attest to this. If you from the city, me growing up in New Orleans, I'm gonna let y'all know something. We don't get that impressed about people like that. Like seriously, why you think people like Alvin Kamara can walk down the street and nobody say nothing to him? How you think that all those years Drew Brees can jog through Garden City and nobody say nothing to him? It's because, man, we ain't just starstruck like that. If you with us, you with us. If you're against us, you're against us. If you roll with us, we gonna rock with you till we 10 toes up. That's just the way that we rock. Seriously, ain't nobody sitting around here. Oh, please sign with us. Oh, please, Mr. DeShaun Watson, sir. Please. I mean, make up your mind, bro. If you're coming, you're coming. If you ain't, you ain't. And that's all there is to it, man. I'm not losing absolutely no sleep in this. I'm just more frustrated than anything, man, that, look, we are officially at the start of the NFL season, and the New Orleans Saints are sitting there like a crackhead, you know what I'm saying? Like at the trap house saying, well, you know, I mean, I got this button, bro. I got this button, man. This is my grandfather button. He sold this loan here in 1923, bro. You can get at least $2 for this, bro. You know, I mean, I got some socks, man. I got these socks from Walmart, bro. You know, they some real comfortable socks right here, man. 100% cotton. You at least get about $750 for these, man. Like, y'all boy looking desperate as hell right now, man. Seriously, man. It's looking bad, man. It's looking my squad looking bad, man. Just sitting up here waiting, bro. Like waiting for this dude. Like, you know, these boys looking bad. Like seriously, regardless if he shows up, comes through the spot or not, this makes these boys look real bad. Seriously, these boys looking desperate, man. These boys looking like they walking around with pants with their ass out right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what they looking like. It is embarrassing to watch. But let me go ahead and go to the comments, man. Thank y'all so much for choosing the State of the Saints podcast once again. Thank you for everybody that's filing in. Really do appreciate it. We're going to start, and I'm going to start with Mark. If you don't hear your comment, you can go ahead and copy and paste it down at the bottom, but we're going to start with Mark. Mark says, I believe in Winston. Just give him the right protection and he will ball. I don't understand what the problem is. Seriously, it's not like you got Stoney Case or Scott Mitchell waiting in the wings. Jameis Winston is capable of being a quarterback and being a starting quarterback in the league that can be productive. Look, I get it, man, but these teams, seriously, man, like they have burned a lot of bridges trying to get this dude. The Saints, and the Saints may be the Saints are the only team that don't have a quarterback that feeling some type of way. These teams have really showed they behind and really showed that they ain't loyal to none of these dudes. Not even the Cleveland Browns, who spent their first overall pick on Baker Mayfield. Seriously. And besides that, man, the Browns, the nerve, the gall of these boys to try to feel like they got options for anything. Like this franchise has been absolutely pathetic for years. Y'all finally got a quarterback that give y'all a little bit of prosperity. Now all of a sudden y'all think y'all the Cowboys. Man, sit y'all ass down. But anyway, you got the Carolina Panthers with Sam Darnold. I mean, honestly, man, nobody believed in Sam Darnold anyway. The dude was a turnover machine at USC. He has absolutely no swag, no drip, no confidence. Nobody believes in him. New York then basically chewed him up and spit him out, and he's just a mere shell of a man as of right now. Nobody believes in him. Nobody's buying what he's selling. You can tell the way he walk around, the way he played a game of football, that Carolina is not all in. But I will say this, Matt Rule is on a hot seat. So why in the world would DeShaun Watson even consider the Carolina Panthers, knowing that Matt Rule, I mean, if you go down and you have a losing record by 5 games, this guy might end up being fired. And you might find yourself in a whole different regime, right? Then you got the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, the Atlanta Falcons got Matt Ryan. I mean, these guys are willing to hit to take a $55 million cap hit. That would be a record. I think the last time we seen a cap hit of this magnitude was Carson Wentz when the Philadelphia Eagles said, we don't want you no more. I mean, seriously, if DeShaun Watson doesn't go to Atlanta, I mean, Matt Ryan, I mean, what do you expect out of this dude? Seriously, what? Oh man, we were just playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we had him here, but we were just playing with you, bro. We were just playing with you, man. Come on back, man. Come on back, man. Seriously, this man has given his entire career to your franchise. Even brought an MVP to your franchise, not a Super Bowl MVP. Let me make that clear, but an MVP nonetheless. These teams are really showing that they ain't loyal, and I want everybody that's listening to this podcast right now, I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, because we looking at this and we laughing, but at the same time, you need to be able to have this teachable lesson. The next time you want to get on social media and try to criticize a player and talk about a player and talk about how he left for money and how he ain't loyal to the franchise, remember these moments when it comes to Baker Mayfield and Matt Ryan, guys who have been brought to the organization to change the narrative of the organization, and those organizations have absolutely no loyalty to these dudes whatsoever. So the next time you fix your mouth to talk about a player not being loyal to a franchise, remember these moments when the franchise are not loyal to these players. It's only fair, because I am going to call people out, because it is hypocrisy of the highest magnitude that you don't call this out. I mean, we get mad at players. We got mad at Marcus Williams. Some people mad at Marcus Williams. Man, he went up there, he took the bag. You're damn right he should have took the bag. Because guess what? The Saints last year had an opportunity to throw the bag at this dude, and guess what they did? They put a franchise tag on this dude. Did anybody think about Marcus Williams' career? Dude, you know what I'm saying, a running back, you know what I'm saying, like lower the head, or you know what I'm saying, he go across the middle and try to put the hit stick, you know what I'm saying, hit a wide receiver the wrong way. Dude mess his neck up. Next thing you know, he can't play again, but he playing on a franchise tag. But everybody wants this man to be loyal to the city of New Orleans and the same franchise. I want people to fully understand, what are you actually saying? And stop thinking with your heart and start thinking with your minds. The same energy that these players use to make the decisions that are best for their family and themselves is the same thing that these organizations are doing it. And these organizations are doing it way more than these players are. The thing about it is the franchises and organizations have the ability to make the media do whatever the hell they want to do. And these players get left out in limbo. So remember that the next time y'all go on social media talking about these dudes, man. Seriously. Next time y'all talk about these cats, remember this. Remember this moment. Because I will. While it says it don't make sense, they're about to give up all of that for this dude, and this dude going to be suspended, man. Get Jameis Winston and let's go. Man, I would have been with Jameis. I would have been at Jameis, man. Seriously. I would have been rolled with Jameis. See, I mean, after, man, this is getting ridiculous right now. I'm going to be honest, if Sean Payton was here, this wouldn't be going on. I agree, man. I agree. Look, we want you, but we don't need you like that. Like, man, give me an answer. Like, we seen this happen. Why do you think Mark Ingram ended up going to Baltimore? Right? Mark Ingram didn't answer the phone. Mark freaking Ingram. What, he played 7 years with the Saints before he went to Baltimore, right? For 7 years, this man was with the organization. Oh, I mean, agent told him, man, don't answer the phone. What did they do? They went out there and got Latavius Murray. I'm not waiting on you. I'm not waiting on you, bro. I'm not waiting on you to make up your mind. This is a really good organization. Why are we sitting up here as Saints fans, you know what I'm saying, like sitting up here waiting on this dude like we ain't got one of the best organizations in the NFC? Seriously, man. Like this last season, man, got y'all boys shaking in y'all boots. Look at all the things that happened with this team, and this team still was in playoff contention. So you telling me if these guys can get a little bit more of a good luck on a healthy side, you think this team can't make no run? If you get yourself a decent quarterback that can make some plays, that can throw the ball down the field and get the ball off to arguably one of the best running backs in football and arguably one of the best wide receivers in football, y'all sitting up here scared and quivering in boots for this? Seriously, man. Like, what have y'all been watching? I'm not sitting up here, man, like this dude is about to be the answer to everything, because you're sacrificing a lot bringing this dude in. And once again, like I said on the last episode, it's not a full guarantee that you're going to make the Super Bowl if this dude comes to your squad. You're taking a gamble regardless. I mean, look, like I said at the beginning, I would love to have this dude as a member of the team, but holding the franchise hostage, making you know what I'm saying, figure out, okay, holding up what you're going to do with Armstead, holding up what you're going to do, you know what I'm saying, with the dead money. What, he got 13? They have to eat $13 million if they don't restructure this dude deal. $13 million? You just got under the cap. And you're allowing this dude to like sit up here and, man, come on, man. Like, seriously. I ain't waiting on nobody, man. I don't care. I don't care who he is, man. I ain't waiting on nobody to stop, for a person to allow me to make progress. It ain't happening, man. It ain't happening. I'm not doing it. No way, no how. I don't care what type of talent you possess. I ain't waiting. Sean Payton really screwed us with this one. Look, I don't understand what you're saying with Sean Payton screwed us. Screwed us with what? Screwed us with what? Like, what did Sean Payton actually screw the team with? I mean, Sean Payton gave the Saints a whole new attitude. Sean Payton, the main reason why some of y'all in this thing right now. I don't understand like how anybody could have any type of ill feelings towards Sean Payton whatsoever. Some of y'all probably just became Saints fans when Sean Payton got here. And the only reason why y'all feeling like this is because you're probably not old enough, or you probably jumped on the bandwagon around the time when he got here. If you're not old enough to understand what the Saints were before he got here, I wouldn't look. You can talk about Sean Payton's play calling. You can talk about the way Sean Payton has an ego. You can talk about the way that Sean Payton, you know what I'm saying, second guesses himself. But one thing you cannot say about Sean Payton is Sean Payton didn't leave a legacy behind that another coach can build on. I would never get mad at this dude for this, because the Saints were trash before this dude got here. Nobody was checking for the Saints. Nobody was thinking about the Saints. And the Saints had very little to no credibility whatsoever before this dude got here. So regardless, if you mad at him for leaving, fine. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the best thing for any Saints fan. You know, that you're going through a transition and the one thing that's kind of keeping things together decides to step down. I'm with you with that. But I have no animosity towards this dude whatsoever when it comes to what he has done for this team. He even, the last year, that he was with the Saints, he still tried to put the best quarterback on the field he can find in Jameis. And as you can see, Jameis was playing pretty damn good. 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, right? He was a turnover machine in Tampa, and he was on a trajectory of having, the lowest turnover differential in his entire career. So what more do you want, man? Like, what more y'all want? Y'all want him like, man, let's just go ahead and let him see it through. If the dude said that he tired, if the dude said he don't want to coach the team no more, like, what are you going to do? Force him to do it? It's time to move on. It's time to move on and try to find a different identity and allow a brand new coach to come in and try to change this narrative. I'm over that. I mean, Sean Payton is gone, man. Like, talking about Sean Payton at this particular point is pointless. Is irrelevant. He's not here anymore. This is Dennis Allen's team. So we need to be focused on what Dennis Allen can do. to make this team better, to pick up where Sean Payton left off, to make this team a playoff contender and a Super Bowl contender. That's what I care about. I don't care about Sean Payton's decision at this point. We watched the hour and 30-minute press conference. We cried a little bit. We reflect. We put up old YouTube videos. We posted. We copied. We paste. We shared, and all that kind of stuff. We took polls, all that kind of stuff. But now it is over. This is a brand new season. The brand new season started today. This is Dennis Allen's team, and the only thing that I'm concerned about is what Dennis Allen is going to do to make this team better. Period. I don't care about what Sean Payton did because it's not going to do us nothing in 2022. Thank you, TJ. Thank you. I always felt like this about franchises. I mean, look, them boys don't care about these players. Sean Payton will never play this crap, and it guaranteed. I'm going to scroll down a little bit, man. Like I say, man, I appreciate this. Hurry up and buy. But, man, Sean Payton is gone. You know, what Sean Payton would do, WWSD, as I said yesterday, what would Sean Payton do is passe. I just hope all this pays off. We will look real stupid if Watson go to another team. Absolutely. I mean, because at the same time, how do you think Jameis will feel? If you don't get DeShaun Watson, I mean, what can you tell Jameis? Well, you know, we couldn't get DeShaun, but we want you. Like, seriously, man. This is ridiculous. Saints need to sign Colin Kaepernick. Well, look, Colin Kaepernick to me deserves to get a shot, you know, in the NFL, maybe sign to a team, maybe to compete. But this dude is old now, man. You know what I'm saying? He on the other side of 30. He hasn't played football in years. And just throwing, throwing to Tyler Lockett and stuff like that, that's cool and all. But look, man, you got to find a way to get back in the league. Now, does he deserve a shot to get back into the league? Absolutely. Absolutely deserves every right whatsoever to be back in the league, to sign, to try to compete for a position. Absolutely. But you have to understand now, you know, he is on that other side of 30. Now that can be used against him. It was already, can he play the quarterback position, which was completely asinine? Of course he can play the quarterback position. But now it's like people are like, well, you know, he is up there in age now. Now they can use that against him. Look, man, Colin Kaepernick, in my honest opinion, based on these owners, based on the way the NFL is, this man is not coming back into the league. It's just as simple as that. It's just not going to happen. I mean, you could talk about these should he belong? Does he belong in the league? Absolutely. But this dude ain't coming back into the league. They're going to lie, manipulate, and move the goalposts until this dude not old enough. I mean, he too old to get back into the league, where he can't go out there and move around the pocket and throw the ball down the field. You know, you're going to have a coach to come out there and have a take like Pete Carroll, but this dude never, to me, I don't think he'll ever play another snap in the National Football League. I just hope all this pays off. We will look real stupid. I think I already read that. Armstead only coming back if we get Watson. Like I said, I mean, you wasting time right now. So if Armstead doesn't come back, what you gonna do about that? Some of y'all aren't going to press the like button. I don't understand why, man. If you enjoy the content, you're enjoying the show. If you're here, go ahead, hit the like button for your boy. If Watson goes to the Falcons, then Matt Ryan will go someplace else. But where? Probably Seattle or Indianapolis, one or the other. They got to play for Matt Ryan, man. Matt Ryan, I know we laugh at him, make fun of him, but Matt Ryan is a really good quarterback, and he'll find a home. You know, I mean, he is a former league MVP. He has a Super Bowl appearance on his resume, and he'll find a home. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Indianapolis Colts probably would be my top pick, you know, for Matt Ryan. Deontay Harris was a deep threat. Callaway and Jawan Johnson was a red zone threat. AK was a MVP, offensive player of the year type player. I agree with that. No doubt about it. Tell them, TJ, they waiting like quicksand. That's sad if they are, man. I'm very disappointed in the New Orleans Saints this evening. I'm serious, man. I'm very disappointed in this team. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even try to pretend. I'm just disappointed in how these guys are out here soiling themselves like this over this dude. And they making no moves based on it. Like, man, if the dude, like, come on, man. We were about to be the San Antonio Saints. Nothing but love to Sean Payton, but some folks don't know the Saints before him and Breeze. No, they don't. And that's the reason why, because the expectations are set at a level. The expectations are set at a level that hey, buddy, hold on 1 second. My boy here. You want to say hey to everybody? You want to say who that? Who that? All right. All right. It's time for you to go to bed, okay? I love you. All right. Let daddy finish the show, okay? Oh, mommy wants you. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta talk to my boy real quick. Getting a little sad. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Who that nation, sports fans? I apologize for that, but hey, man, I'm a father first. At the end of the day, my boy come up in here. Hey, man, hey, everything stops for that. But let's go ahead and finish up. I just be forgetting sometimes to hit the like button. Great show every time, though. I appreciate that, man. And I understand, man, but I just ask everybody to hit the like button, man. I'm not asking, I appreciate every donation, and I really do. But I mean, if you can't donate, I understand. But at least hit the like button, man. We try to get the views up, get the subscriptions, subscribers up. That's what we want to do, man. I'm trying to grow the podcast and get it to a level where we all would enjoy it at. Ain't no lie, Jameis Words was a big deal, but they had plenty of talent, and he just choked games away. Tampa Bay is not Tampa Bay and almost won back-to-back Super Bowls with that roster. Yeah, I mean, look, you put a couple pieces in place, you get a talented Hall of Fame quarterback in Tom Brady, of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like your team is going to look different. You're going to look beastly, but to say that, but I also feel like when you have a quarterback like Tom Brady can manipulate a lot of things, man. Like Jameis can't go into Bruce Arians' office and say, man, I would like to run this type of offense. These are plays I'm comfortable with. What? That's what he'll say to him. What? Man, you crazy? Man, get the hell out of here. But Tom Brady saying this to you, if Tom Brady is saying, hey, like, man, I would like, I did this in New England and I feel like it would be good here, he going to listen a little longer. So I do feel like Tom Brady has a little bit of hand and be able to dictate, a lot of the things that Tampa actually did, man. To me, Bruce Arians, man, this dude is a cosplayer to me. Seriously. Like Bruce Arians to me is not a good head coach at all. I just think that he just stands up there and he's just a recipient of Tom Brady's success. You telling me that Bruce Arians coached his way to almost a 25-point comeback or 27, 27-point comeback? Man, get out of here, man. Bruce Arians is not a good coach. This dude basically manna rained down for heaven in the form of Tom Brady, and now, everything that's linked to Tom Brady now linked to him. So it's making him look better than he actually is. This is Tom Brady's team. Tom Brady is calling the strings. Tom Brady is one of the main reasons why a lot of these guys are staying, taking extensions, second guessing, leaving. I mean, nobody doing that for no Bruce Arians. Seriously. Caleb, thank you very much for the $10. Says, I believe Watson has made his decision. Falcons, and this whole waiting game is a tactic that Falcons are using while everyone else got their hands in their pockets. Well, I hope not, man. I hope that isn't the case. But the longer, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The longer this wait is, the less I'm interested. Seriously, man, because I don't want that type of energy, in the organization. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nobody to just be holding nobody up and playing a waiting game and all that kind of stuff there. Like, come on, man. Like, just because a team reaches out to you, like, what you want to do at the end of the day, man. Like, you don't have to go here, there, everywhere. And honestly, like free agency has been going on for quite some time, right? I mean, we officially the league year has started, but come on, man. Let's be serious, man. These boys been talking to each other. They've been talking to each other for days. Marcus Williams been left and went to Baltimore for days ago. They just didn't sign the dotted line yet. So that's the part that really bothers me. The fact that we have no idea what kind of suspension Watson, the NFL may impose, and still heavily going after this guy is crazy. Man, I have a feeling the Saints are going to give up too much for dude. Plus, they still need more receivers. I don't get it, TJ. Really don't. Well, Eugene, with that, they do need receivers. But if you get DeShaun Watson, it makes the Saints more appealing. More of a appealing franchise. That's why everybody talking about Teron Armstead is waiting. You got Will Fuller, he's waiting. You got probably Juice, Jarvis Landry, he's waiting. So you got people waiting to see if DeShaun Watson and what organization he's going to go to before they make their decision. So with that, if you need some help, it makes it more appealing that DeShaun Watson is on your team to come to the Saints organization. The real winners in all of this is the Texans with all the compensation they are getting back. Yeah, for real. For real. They are the winners in this. No doubt about it. 8th pick next year, first pick, a second, a fourth, and we can offer Jarrett. Oh, with Jarrett. Hit that like button. Handsome fellow, brother. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, my boy getting big, man. Yeah, some of y'all probably seen him, had an opportunity to watch him grow, man. I mean, he been making cameo appearances since he was about 3 or 4 months old. So, yeah, now he's 2, man, about to be 3. That's crazy, right? That's how long this show been going on. But, hey, man, I know, I mean to. Well, no, I do mean it. Hey, man, I'm a father first at the end of the day, and that's my heart right there. All things stop when my boy need me, and that's my soft spot right there. Him and my wife, man. So, LOL, as a Saints fan, I swear Jameis is the new age Aaron Brooks. Is he on spring break this week? No, he goes to daycare, man. That daycare takes in like every day, On major holidays they off, of course, but for the most part, like he goes to daycare. Did you see Gail Benson on NFL 360? No, I didn't. How do you feel about the Marcus May signing? I like Marcus May, man. I think that Marcus May is talented. Those that may not know, Marcus May, he did sign a 3-year deal with the New Orleans Saints. I want to say $28.5 million. Marcus May coming from the New York Jets. He was the captain on the team. He was a guy that made a lot of plays, and I think he's a really good replacement for Marcus Williams. This guy, always seems to be around the football. He makes good plays. And look, I mean, the Saints batting 1,000. The last time we got a player from the Jets, his name was Demario Davis, and we see how that panned out. So maybe lightning will strike twice, and the New Orleans Saints will, get that type of success from a guy like Marcus May. I believe they will. Hoodie Jupe, thank you very much for the $4.99. Says, TJ, what up with some of these people in the chat saying Aaron Brooks equals Jameis Winston? They tripping and don't know football. Yeah. Look, I don't want to say people don't know football. Everybody got their own opinion, Hoodie Jude. And as a podcaster, broadcaster, as like yourself, man, people have different opinions. Look, I just think that some people talking about with Aaron Brooks, I think some people knew or saw Aaron Brooks play, and some people just know Aaron Brooks from hearsay. They're absolutely nothing alike at all. To be honest with you, I mean, besides the fact that both of them got cannons for a deep ball, I will say that about Aaron Brooks. He had a cannon, but Aaron Brooks did not have the fortitude, the mental toughness, or the abilities that Jameis Winston possessed. And I've watched my fair share of Aaron Brooks, and I went to a few of Aaron Brooks' games. I was actually at the game, the first Saints playoff win when they played against the Rams. I was at that game. I seen when Aaron Brooks came off the bench when Jeff Blake got hurt. You know, I saw all this coming to fruition. They're nothing alike, besides the fact they both black and they both wore the number 2. That's about it. And they both have really good deep balls, but their talent level is completely opposite. Ant-Man, thank you very much for the $2. Says it was said that Watson reached out to Atlanta first. Well, if you know, look, they said that DeShaun Watson, you know, was found in Seattle. They said that the Denver Broncos reached out to DeShaun Watson first. All that stuff, I'm pretty sure, to some people sound true. I even heard that the New York Giants, before they signed the new head coach, they were wondering like if they can get DeShaun Watson to come to New York. Like, man, all these, like, honestly, man, these people are liars. Seriously. I mean, it's time. It's about that time, man. If you want the sugarcoat version of people, then find another podcast. People are liars, man. You got a bunch of clout chasing, low self-esteem individuals on social media. People get on social media and they try to find every which way to try to get some attention. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Look what I said. Look what I said. Look what I did. Now like me, accept me for who I am. That's what people do, man. Seriously, you got a bunch of liars and cloud chasers on social media that talk to absolutely nobody except God in their prayers. And they will go on there and they will tweet and say all these different things. And some people will fall for a hook, line, and sinker. Man, these people want clicks. These people want likes. These people want follows. Like, man, if it ain't coming from credible sources, people that's working, burning the midnight oil, you know, like, man, come on, man. I'm a podcaster, and I love the fact that people come to the show and interact and all that kind of stuff. But I'll be damned if I fall into the clickbait category of trying to get people to watch or listen to this podcast. I seen a dude on social media then he went to his YouTube channel and put DeShaun Watson traded to the Falcons. Where the hell did you find that? Man got a whole live show going about it. A whole live show lying to people, trying to chase clout. You got clout chasers out here, man. And I'm absolutely sick of these individuals, man. Everybody that's out here with these news stories, man, not telling you like it is. A lot of these guys, they see all these big time insiders coming up with this information, you know, how much attention that they actually get, how many clicks and follows and likes, and they follow suit because they want some of that. And I have absolutely no respect for any of those individuals. It's okay to sit and wait for the news to come out and then come up with a conclusion. If you're good enough as a podcaster, as a broadcaster, as a person that can generate a little buzz, then you can wait and have this information come to you and be able to enunciate and come up with some material where things can be appealing. But in this world today, everybody wants to be first, and they don't care how they're first, even if they have to lie and manipulate their way to the top. And it's absolutely pathetic to watch. Seriously. I mean, the clickbait is massive here. I don't care at this particular time that I don't know about DeShaun Watson. It's frustrating, but I'm not about to do a show and talk about DeShaun Watson signed with this. You're doing yourself a disservice and you lying to folks. And guess what? You might get a click here, but when you show people that you ain't nothing but a lying scumbag, they ain't coming back. So no respect for any of those individuals. And I didn't stutter when I called them lying scumbags, because they are. And you need to do some soul searching, read a book, do some mindless meditation, do some love yourself, give yourself a hug like this, where you ain't got to go out here and look for validation and adulation from individuals that you don't even freaking know. Who cares? If your family cool with you, you know what I'm saying, you cool with the content that you putting out, you cool with, you know what I'm saying, the way that you present yourself, who the hell cares? But the hell with those scumbags out here, man, that's lying to folks, man. I can't stand it. Like, seriously. Like, no, they be lying. And people are like, man, it's a joke. No, it's not. It's not a joke. They're not joking. See, the thing about it is we chunk it up as a joke, but it's not a joke. Like, these people are dead ass. They dead serious about wanting the attention. They dead serious. And they show that they're willing to do any freaking thing to get it. It's sad, folks. It's freaking sad. Like everyone's saying, 3 first-round picks. Like at our last first-round pick, they did not move the needle like Watson would. I agree with that. He does move the needle. He is impressive. Man, he's one hell of a player. I'm not going to take that away from him. Brooks got us our first postseason win. Yeah, he did. Still not one of my favorite quarterbacks, though. Marcus May probably going to start off least with a 2-game suspension due to a DUI he got in February. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would, but the Saints will be okay. Saints will be okay. I believe they signed P.J. Williams back. P.J. Williams can hold down the front. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he kind of flips between nickel safety and everything else, so they'll be okay. As long as, C.J. Gardner-Johnson is part of the trade, which I doubt he is. Aaron Brooks beat the greatest show on turf. He did. They both have a tendency to turn the ball over, but loved Aaron, though. I'm in the minority with that one. I'm with on this waiting game. DeShaun know where he's going. He probably had told the team already where he's going. Vegas already got him going to the Saints. Well, we all know Vegas, they play a huge part in everything, especially getting people's money. Jameis could get the Saints to the Super Bowl. I agree with that. Jameis is not bad of a quarterback where he can't throw the ball and in tight windows, and that defense can't go out there and hunt. I just don't understand this, man. You're basically saying to the entire fan base that without this dude, like, this squad is nothing. Like, I don't believe that. The Saints had their best defense statistically in years. I mean, that defense was holding it down. Can you imagine if the Saints had a quarterback like Jameis throughout the entire season? Saints would have went to the playoffs. Hell, they could have went to the Super Bowl. To me, I mean, the NFC, they wasn't a bunch of world beaters. I mean, every team that was in the playoffs, I feel like the Saints could have beaten. But that's just me. That's just me. And I mean, based on what I seen, Hoodie Jew, mental toughness of Jameis, my oh my, go watch every offseason of Winston video journey. No one said they are alike. Brooks was better, clearly. No, he wasn't. I don't know what. No, he wasn't. No, he was not. He was not better than Jameis. I wouldn't. No, he was not. No, he was not. He was not better than Jameis. When we talking about ability, like, look, people at Tampa like cloud their judgment about this dude. What I've been saying for years, organizations matter, all that kind of stuff matter, man. Look, when it comes to skills, making all the throws, throwing the ball to tight windows, all that stuff right there. Like, Jameis checks all the boxes. Like, Aaron Brooks had a tight spiral. I'm not going to lie to that. That man can thread the needle. But he was threading the needle to the cotton candy man. He was threading the needle to the goal post. He was threading the needle to the pylon cone. He was inaccurate. And you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, he did not have that mental toughness at all. Like, seriously, this dude gets sacked. This dude throwing interceptions. He up there smiling and stuff like that. He's smiling because at the end of the day, he know he making all that bread. Man, that dude, like, average. We talk about average. We talk about maybe even below average. This dude didn't have really nothing to me but a deep ball. And then some games he'll get hot. Got some games he'll get hot and maybe throw that. But I ain't never seen Aaron Brooks throw for 5,000 yards. I ain't never seen Aaron Brooks win Rookie of the Year. I ain't never seen that. People tend to forget those things. Like, I ain't never seen him win, Offensive Rookie of the Year. People tend to forget those things because everybody talk about that 30 for 30. But Jameis Winston started his career, he was white hot. But you get your coach changed every 2 to 3 years, and you see how successful you're going to be. Ask Alex Smith. Ask him how he had 7 offensive coordinators in 7 years of his career with the 49ers. Ask him how his career panned out. And ask him, do organizations and coaches matter? This current Watson watch has a LeBron Summer 2010 feel to it. The NFL is waiting, just like the NBA did. He will attract other key players. Man, I've been out. If he attract any other teams, I'm out. If they be like, well, you know, we wanted to go to you, but we decided that we wanted to try to see what Minnesota was talking about. Man, get out of my face, man. Let me go sign somebody else. Seriously, man. Because while you're waiting, other people are negotiating deals. You think that Jameis representation just sitting around at the house and like, did they sign him yet? Oh, you gonna sign him yet? Man, this dude working. This dude working trying to get this man a deal. So you mess around, DeShaun go to Atlanta or go to Carolina or whatever, and Jameis decided that he want to go somewhere else because he like, man, forget y'all. Like, y'all didn't invest in me. Y'all ain't believe in me. So why the hell should I believe in y'all? Then you sit somewhere hoping that Baker Mayfield, you know what I'm saying, is around a Jimmy Garoppolo shoulder can hold up. Like, I ain't waiting for nobody like that. I don't care how talented they are. Ain't nobody stopping this show. For real. Used to have a play back in the day that I was you know, that I won't say I was a part of, but it was in school when I was at Jackson State called One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. For real. One monkey ain't stopping this show. We got 400 plus watching now tonight. Well, man, that's great. Shouts out to everybody that's here. Shouts out to them, man. Much love to everybody checking out this podcast right now. Make sure you hit the like button. Watson is really good, but whatever team gets him is also getting a big-time diva. If things don't go his way, he will look for an excuse to leave. Well, look, I don't know if he's a diva or not. All I want him to do is hurry the hell up. Hurry the hell up, and let's get this over with. Eugene says, man, y'all know the NFL not going to let Watson come to the Saints. He's going to go to a team that they not even mentioning. Well, he definitely ain't for the Saints, right? I mean, to me, the NFL don't like teams like the Saints getting high-profile players. So if he can beat out a team, you know, like Atlanta, like they can deal with Atlanta, right? Because Atlanta, even though it's a small market when it comes in comparison to like larger markets like Dallas and Philly, but it's still a bigger metropolitan city. And right, you know what I'm saying? Like it's Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like it's, you know, it's supposed it's you know, they call it Black Hollywood, Chocolate City, even though they call New Orleans Chocolate City too, but they call Atlanta that as well. And you know, they got a bunch of movers and shakers out there, you know, but they definitely don't want to see him in New Orleans. James said, I live in Houston. They issue run organization. The Saints are the opposite. Well, look, I like the Houston Texans. I'm always rooting for like underdog team to succeed. I just think that they need to find some stability. I think that they are way too desperate. I think that they're willing to give the reins to people that don't need it and shouldn't have it. I just think that they need to run their organization and be happy and content and be willing to find the right pieces. But it just seemed like to me, like you can't run your organization like you posting ads on Indeed, right? You can't do that, man. You know, because you got to do your due diligence. Anybody can come into an interview and tell you everything that you need to know from an Indeed application. Like you got to do your due diligence. And I think that's something that they lack. And they get too easily impressed by people. You got to see Brooks throw some beautiful backward deep balls with the Saints. I'm just not an Aaron Brooks fan, man. I'm sorry. I'm just not. What's up, TJ? Just getting off work and finally catching the live. How much did I miss? And I see you've been on fire, TJ, with the show every day. But trust me, I always go back and catch the replays. Damian, I appreciate that, man. Look, I told you I was going to do more consistent shows. I want to set a time now. You know, I'm ready to set a time. I'm gonna do a poll, man. I'm gonna do a poll, and that I'm gonna, see what time do y'all feel. And even if you're not gonna be a part of the poll, maybe you don't follow the State of the Saints podcast or me, TJ Jones 8 on Twitter. But if you can put it down in the comments, man, I'm thinking like, what time frame? Like, do y'all like this time frame? Like, I started the show at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, so it's like 9:15 Central Time. Do y'all like that time? Like, what time do you feel it would be comfortable? Like, just give me some suggestions, because I'm thinking about just doing the show every day, but at a set time where people can know where to follow the show. Let's see. Eugene said that man, not no diva. That's crazy. I don't think he a diva. Just think that he want, like, this is a big decision for him. TJ, I swear, I was thinking the same exact thing when you said one monkey don't stop no show. For real, man. Like, it don't stop no show. Like, I would be glad to have him, but look, we don't need you. We don't need you, man. Like, we want you, but we don't need you. Like, we'll be all right. The Texans and DeShaun will let us know in the morning. I feel DeShaun family has talked him into going to the old Dirty Birds. Saints, please sign a deal with Winston. Well, look, I think that Winston is, the second choice. I think that's what direction they're going to go in if, they get DeShaun Watson. Smash the like button. The host is spitting tonight. Well, I appreciate that, Eugene. I appreciate that. Our quarterback will be Jameis or DeShaun. We will be pretty good, regardless. James says, Grand fam, I'm sorry to hear that. Watson isn't a diva, TJ. I don't think he's a diva, but I think he's taking his time. But at the end of the day, man, I ain't sitting around here waiting for no dude to make up his mind. Seriously, I'm not sitting up here trying to see no dude make, like, man, please come. Like, nah, bro. I got too much pride for that. That's for the Lions and the Browns of the world. We sitting around waiting for somebody. Like, we didn't win too many games. We didn't be too successful as a franchise, and we got too good of players to be sitting around here waiting for a dude. To me, it's not gonna, might, what I'm saying, you might win a game, 2, maybe even 3, what I'm saying, because of the talent that he possesses. But I still think the Saints would be in playoff contention, regardless if he's here or not. Watson is fixing to ruin many teams' plans and other quarterback plans. Everyone wanting Watson or talking good about him, but if you all don't get him, I can already see the hate on Watson. Well, look, I don't hate anybody, and I feel like that is whack, corny. I mentioned that on social media on yesterday when Marcus Williams signed with the Ravens. You had people up there talking about, well, he wasn't no good anyway. You had Saints fans up there throwing up 2017 Minneapolis Miracle play when he whiffed on the tackle. Like, that's whack right there. That's like, to me, that's like a dude goes to the club, sees a fine girl, walks up to her and say, hey, baby, what's up? What's happening? How you doing? My name, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, man? I was just seeing you looking real good. I thought that I'd get your number, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm sorry, but I got a boyfriend. Well, forget you then. You ugly anyway. And them shoes whack. You ain't even get your toes done. That's what that looked like. That's what that looked like to me. I mean, it just looked like a bunch of petty individuals, man. Look, Marcus Williams is a loss, and I don't care what anybody says. Don't talk about the dude and gas the dude up and talk about, oh, man, he covered the whole field. He covered 20 yards of ground to get that pick. And then all of a sudden, this man want to get 5 years, $70 million, and you want to get, top dollar for himself. And all of a sudden, man, he whiffed on that tackle, man. Good riddance. Hell out of here, man. Like, that's petty as hell. For real. Like, he was all that when you had him. Now all of a sudden, like, now you want to talk about his shortcomings. Warner Well, who that? Thank you very much for the $2. Says, was adding TJ. Love the shows. This time frame is perfect. Yeah, I think, I've been hearing that. 8 p.m. Central would be good. Okay, 8 p.m. Central. I mean, look, a lot of the based on analytics, and I encourage anybody as a podcaster. If you're a podcaster, let me tell you something. Look at your analytics. It tells you exactly like the time in which people check out your podcast. So the majority of you that check out the State of the Saints podcast normally watch it around this time, like between I say 8 p.m. Central Time, which is 9 my time, and close to midnight my time. So so around this time, me going live is basically when y'all watch the show. So technically, the replay is y'all live. You know what I'm saying? To what I'm actually doing right now, if that makes any sense. Didn't sound like it made sense, but what I'm saying is you normally watch it at this time. The majority of you. Some of you, hella loyal. Like anytime I go live, I see y'all in there. I won't call out no names because I don't want to miss nobody. But man, some of y'all hella loyal. I can be doing the show at 5 a.m. and y'all up. Dennis, thank you very much for $5. Says 8 p.m. Central, man, would be great. How do you feel about that? Man, I love it. I love it. I think it's a good time. I think like around 10:15 Eastern time would probably be good because my wife normally gets home like around 9, if she works late. It gives me time to, give Paxton a bath and get him in bed. And, by the time she gets here, for her to kind of get, settled in. I think 10:15 would be a good time. So I'm going to say 10:15, but I am going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll so I can get everybody's opinion on that. But a lot of the times, I just want to make sure that it's pretty suitable. 8 or 9 Central sounds good because I can carry it after you done around 10:30, 11 o'clock. So you're looking at, I say it would be 11:30 my time. So honestly, Hoodie, thank you very much for $9.99. But normally, yeah, that would be around the time I'm finished anyway, because I'm an hour ahead of you. So yeah, I'm an hour ahead of you. So yeah, so I'll get finished around that time. And that's something that I thought I put into consideration too, man. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. I think there's enough content for everybody to go around. That's something that I thought about. Like the other night, I seen Big Q going live, and I'm like, man, I wanted to do a podcast, and I'm like, man, I ain't gonna do it. And then I clicked on it again. I seen him finishing up. I'm saying, okay, he should be finished, and I put like a set time, maybe like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I know after he would be finished. So I do take other people into consideration, man. Like I ain't trying to just sit up here and and be that way. And I understand, we all, like love the content. I just want to make sure everybody get a chance to have interactions on their show. So shouts out to everybody that's out here doing the podcast, repping the New Orleans Saints. Let's just put in an atmosphere. He will be a New Orleans Saint, period. Wayne, I like that energy, man. I like that energy. I just hope he hurry the hell up. Hey, TJ, I think if we don't get Watson, we should try to sign Winston. And then we should try to go get Austin Hooper. Man, that's a good one right there. Austin Hooper just recently got released by the Browns. He is a 2-time Pro Bowler tight end, and he's only 27 years old and a dual threat. I agree. Austin Hooper would be a great addition to the New Orleans Saints. I would love that. I mean, that would be awesome if the Saints can get Austin Hooper, get them bums up out of here, get Nick Barnett, injury-prone tail up out of here. Adam Troutman, look, I give Adam Troutman one more year. If he ain't got it by then, I'm out. But Austin Hooper definitely will give you the production that you're looking for. Get yourself a good quarterback that can get the ball to the tight end. Man, that dude can be Mark Andrews. He can be what Mark Andrews is to the Baltimore Ravens. Seriously, he has that type of talent. You just don't know it because for some apparent reason, Baker Mayfield took a year off and decided to just go progressive full time. Glad TJ is in the camera tonight. Was beginning to think he was a reptilian. Jerry, yeah, man. Look, most of the time when I wasn't on camera, I was at the radio station. So my webcam, of course, I'm filming. I'm in my office at home. When I'm at work, I don't have a camera. I have a badass mic because that's the mic that we use, to go live, for the station. But If I don't bring my webcam with me, then you won't see me. But hey, man, I mean, you're basically getting the audio version live, right? So a lot of people, a lot of people check out the audio version of the podcast a lot. Jerry says, TJ, bottom line, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, I trust Loomis and the Saints front office. I'm not worried about Watson embarrassing us. However, the longer it takes, the more I'm convinced that Watson will choose the Saints. Okay, Jerry, a lot of optimism here about that. A lot of people like, man, why the hell not? Why the hell not choose the New Orleans Saints, right? Why not? That's what I'm saying. But I got to take this moment. I got to pay some bills, folks. I got to thank the fine folks who sponsored this show for the last year. Manscaped.com, the official sponsor of the State of the Saints podcast. And it says, can I get a round of applause? Today, I'm starting to announce Manscaped launched their Ultimate Premium Collection. Believe it or not, it's for your not-so-private parts. I'm talking about the Level Up Hygiene Routine with your favorite manly scents. This is an all-in-one skin and hair kit for the everyday man and covers you from head to toe. It is trusted by 4 million men worldwide. So go to manscaped.com, use the promo code State of Saints. You will save 20% off. State of Saints, that's all one word. Okay, save 20% off. Manscaped got some really good products, man. Shouts out to them. Really been loyal and dedicated. Been working with them for over a year, man. So shouts out to the official sponsor of the State of the Saints podcast, Manscaped. Jasper says we looking thirsty when we don't even have to. Absolutely, man. Definitely looking thirsty, man. We looking Sahara desert thirsty. Like we looking, man, we looking standing out in the sun in 100-degree heat thirsty. We looking like we've been in Texas in the summertime thirsty right now, man. We looking pathetic, man. I don't like what I'm seeing from the New Orleans Saints, man. This is not a good look and not a lot of optimism and positivity that you're putting out there for fans that are kind of concerned about how this team is going to be with Dennis Allen. Okay, I mean, it's looking real bad right now. Chosen says, TJ, what do you think about the Saints getting a running back like Rashad Penny for us? Think that would be a good look. I think that he's a good battering ram running back, but I also feel like Mark Ingram has something left in the tank. But I also feel like, Chosen, this is an opportunity for the New Orleans Saints to get their own damn running back, to get yourself a rookie running back. I just feel like, look, to me, Devon Ozigbo came at the wrong time. Like, they need somebody like that. I feel like if Devon Ozigbo came around this time right here, he'll probably be playing for the New Orleans Saints and probably be successful. But I think the Saints need to draft themselves a running back, their own running back, not sign a guy out of free agency, but a guy that is theirs, okay? Because here's the thing. You're probably going to get a Kamara suspension, but you have Mark Ingram, who has learned how to run in between the tackles and also catch the ball out of backfield, something he struggled with in his youth, earlier in his career. But he can hold down the fort, so to speak, until Kamara gets back. But if you get a guy that's a young rookie that has a level of talent, something similar, it's not going to be Alvin Kamara, because Alvin Kamara is freaking special, okay? They don't grow on trees. But you can get yourself somebody that can run in between the tackles, catch out of the backfield on third downs, maybe have a little wiggle and fight for some extra yards. That is yours, okay? There's a lot of guys in college right now, and we know that the running back position is an expendable position. It's an expendable position, and nobody values it like that. So you can get a top quality running back late in rounds because teams aren't committing to running backs like that. They feel like they can get a productive running back as an undrafted free agent. If you draft yourself a running back late, I think you can have yourself somebody that can be a complimentary player. And then when Alvin Kamara comes back, you could probably switch him over to special teams if he can play that position, something like Dwayne Washington. And if you decide at the end of the season to go away from Mark Ingram, allow him to walk, you can slide that running back that you drafted into his position, and you'll have yourself a good 1-2 punch. You'll have Alvin Kamara, who is, emerging into the prime of his career, and you'll have a young guy who has a year under his belt, learning under both of these guys, being a much better pro. So that's the way I look at it. I don't want no need to go out here and try to find yourself somebody in free agency at the running back position. I just feel like that would be pointless. This would be a good time for you to find yourself like a guy like an Elijah Mitchell, right? Like the 49ers have. You can find him right now. You can find yourself a Raheem Mostert. You can find yourself somebody like that, a diamond in the rough, a guy with promise that has time to develop. And maybe he's not all you want him to be right now, but he has really good role models or, good, leadership to look up to. So I would draft a player. I would draft one because, that would be the best route for me. I like Tony Jones Jr. That's another one right there. That's another guy that's, that nobody's really talking about. Very unsung. Only problem about that be jamming. I like him too, but he always hurt. Look, you can't make the club in the tub. We hear this all the time. It's become so cliche, but it's true. You cannot make the freaking club in the freaking tub. This dude showed a lot of promise in preseason. A lot of people were excited to see him play. The Saints were so confident in this dude, they got rid of Latavius Murray. They're like, okay, man, Murray ain't going to pan out. Yeah, it ain't what it is. So, man, we got Tony Jones Jr. Then all of a sudden, Latavius Murray goes and plays pretty formidable for Baltimore, and we forget Tony Jones Jr. even exists on the team. It's not a good look. Look, some good came out of it because we were able to get Mark Ingram back, and that was a plus because we all love Mark. But this dude was supposed to be what Latavius Murray was for Alvin Kamara, and he was not. So I like him. I think we all got some respect for him. But once again, you cannot make the club in the tub. You can't. So you can like him all day, but if he ain't on the field, man, he can't be productive for you, and it's just a waste of time. HD, thank you very much for the 199. Says thoughts on TB12 coming out of short retirement. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. I don't care. Tom Brady is a hell of a quarterback. Greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? Depends on where you stand. But I ain't losing no sleep over no Tom freaking Brady. The Saints are capable of beating Tom Brady. We've seen the Saints beat Tom Brady. Tom Brady is old. Can't move around the pocket. You give him some time, he can throw the ball and carve you up. But I'm not losing no sleep. The Saints showed that they're more than capable of beating Tom Brady. So welcome back. It is what it is. Hoodie Juice says, I am subscribed. Thank you, man. Pin the subscription link in the chat. That's a good point, man. If somebody can do that for me, they can put the link to my page in the chat where people can subscribe. I appreciate that. But it's hard to do that and multitask at the same time and hear what you all have to say. We need a good running back to back up Kamara. We got one, Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram was a good running back. Let's not get that whole. I understand he got hurt. Look, I get it. But Mark is more than capable of holding down the fort until Kamara gets back. We beat TB12 like a drum. Exactly. I'm not holding on to one game where people like, man, he won in the playoffs. I was thinking about this in my car, and I'll get let me read Jasper, and then I'll get my point. It says, why does it seem like everybody from down here don't come back and play for the home team? Seems like they want to go elsewhere. Well, I'll answer your question in a second. But back to Tom Brady. People were talking about Tom Brady, and they was like, well, he beat the Saints in the playoffs. Well, let me ask y'all this, right? Okay, so let's say if you're working on vertical jumping, right? You're in a gym, and you and a friend of yours jumping and trying to hold on to the rim. A classic practice that everybody does, right? You ever been in a gym and You try to jump and try to grab onto the rim. Everybody does. Everybody has done that one time in their life, right? So you all take 5 attempts at it, right? And you jump and you're holding on to the rim, right? You do it once, you do it twice, you do it 3 times. And then all of a sudden, the 4th time you try to attempt it, you slip. But meanwhile, your friend has been hitting nothing but the last net, you know what I'm saying, before the rim the whole entire time. But then finally, he mustered up enough muscle in his calves to elevate enough to holding on to the rim by the skin of his teeth. And he said, yeah, I got more hops than you. Now, seriously, did that prove anything? You have proved on 4 occasions that you have a better vertical jump than your friend. I say that to say this. Just because Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Saints in the playoffs does not mean that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are better than the Saints. Does not mean that Tom Brady has some type of superiority over the New Orleans Saints. You know, like the NFL and the playoffs is a do or die situation. Like if we play in the best of 7 series, we know that the New Orleans Saints would beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the series. Seriously. So that's the way that I'm looking at it. Like I'm not buying it. And of course, some of us would say, well, I would give everything up. And it makes sense. And that's a good point. They say they would give all those wins up to beat them at that particular point. I agree. But it still does not defeat the fact that the New Orleans Saints have owned Tom Brady and they have owned the Tampa Bay Buccaneers since Tom Brady has been there. You know it, and I know it. And soon, the New Orleans Saints will own the Atlanta Falcons. So the Atlanta Falcons can shut the hell up about this whole overall thing because I think now we're tied or, you know what I'm saying, like we're a game back. So now all of a sudden, like they ain't got that on us anymore because the Saints been slapping them around. Saints won 7 out of the last 9 games against the Atlanta Falcons. Like, honestly, what is DeShaun Watson thinking about? Well, I can bring him home for the home team. Well, yeah, you could. But does your front office, do they have the capability? Or are they just stuck in ineptitude as the Atlanta Falcons have been since they gave up that 25-point lead in the Super Bowl? I'm just wondering. It's not sour grapes. Yes, I hate the Falcons. I can't stand them. But it is what it is. They make the material here on the State of the Saints podcast so easy. They make it so easy because everything that I'm saying is true. You know, the worst thing about it is when you talking about somebody and you ripping them and you making assumptions, maybe a person like, man, that ain't true. But when you hit somebody with some God honest truth and there's nothing they can do to dispute it, what more can they do except feel bad about themselves? The Atlanta Falcons are a disgrace. Y'all know it, man. They are not a really good franchise. They are a copycat franchise. They got fair weather fans, very casual. I'm talking job interview casual. I'm talking about boat party casual. I'm talking about wine tasting casual. You got some of them that's die hard. I'm not going to take it away from them, but you got a strong member of that fan base that is about as fickle and frost and flaky as Tony the Tiger himself. Seriously, them boys will turn like that. Okay, look at Bow Wow's emotions during that Super Bowl, and you have yourself an Atlanta Falcon fan for real. When they up, boy. But when they down, what is going on, man? Here we go. Well, man, I'm really from New York, bro. I was just cheering for him because I'm in Atlanta. Fair weather. Fair weather. Hoodie Jude says, after the show, send me your link so I can become a member and support you, my brother. Send it through Twitter message or Insta if you can. Okay, Hoodie Jude, thank you very much for the $4.99. I'll do that, man. I'll make sure I do that. Tim, all the way in Canada. Shouts out to him. He says, if Watson doesn't land with the Saints, he better hope he doesn't land anywhere in the South unless he's ready to be sacked double digits every year of his life. Yeah, I agree with that. You know, he better but I don't know, man. I just think that why would you want to sign with any other team? Why would you want to sign with any other team? Like all these other teams, like the Saints are the most stable franchise. They're the most stable. So stable, in fact, that you had a coach that could step down. And you hire a coach that's within the same organization. He's been there. That's how stable this organization has been. But what do I know? Feel like we got the most to offer Watson out of the teams he met. Yeah. And Michael Thomas been really lobbying, man. He's been really lobbying for DeShaun. If DeShaun choose Atlanta, he's going to be on the Housewives of Atlanta show. I don't know where he's going to be. Well, I do know where he's going to be. He's going to be on the ground because he's going to be getting sacked. Seriously, man. Like, man, the Saints, them boys got some dogs over there. If Taysom would have played and Breeze would have been healthy, then TB12 would have went home with no Super Bowl. Now, that I believe, Steve. That I believe. Taysom being out with that knee injury really cost the Saints. That hurt the Saints. Drew Brees coming back from them injuries, dealing with a multitude of injuries. Yeah, that hurt him. Hell, I see it. If Jameis probably played in that game, they probably would have won. But that's just me. I'm with you on Adam Trautman. Only thing dude showing he can do is block. At this point, he might as well be a damn offensive lineman because tight end ain't it. Yeah, man. I mean, we were all excited to see what Adam Trautman was going to do, man, but that wasn't nothing but a fart. I'm talking about a loud, wet fart. Like, seriously, I thought this dude was going to be much more than what he was, and he has not been. And I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed, man. Cleveland has the most to offer Watson, but it's Cleveland. I mean, look, a unstable organization, coaching carousel. Like, come on, man. Like, man, Cleveland. Look, and I'm going to be honest with you. Now, this is something I want to take into consideration, too. And this I am going to look up if you give me afford me a few minutes to do. All right, so DeShaun Watson, who is 26 years old, he was drafted in 2017, right? He was drafted in 2017. Now, who had the first pick in the draft? The Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, they could have drafted DeShaun Watson, right? No. I mean, they got Myles Garrett. That's a plus. But you had an opportunity to do it. Let's look at another team, the Carolina Panthers, who had the 8th pick. But at this time, I mean, understandable. Cam Newton was still, it's Cam Newton. So they got Chris McCaffrey. I mean, the Saints had Drew Brees. They got Lattimore. But you look at the Falcons, right? You know what I'm saying? The Falcons, they got Tag McKinley. I mean, you look at DeShaun Watson, man. I mean, come on, man. Give me a break. These teams had opportunity like the Browns. You had an opportunity to get this dude. And you felt like it was more important for you to get a pass rusher. But, you know what I'm saying? You got what? We had DeShone Kizer. You kidding me? So you think that DeShone Kizer was better than getting DeShaun Watson? Like, give me a break, man. Like, I think that you gotta look at that also. I'm seriously convinced no franchise could withstand what this team has been through since 2004. I don't worry who we got because nothing breaks us. Tim, I agree with that. And I think this team is much better than people think. Look, if I'm a player and you had a chance to get me when, before the draft and you didn't, I'm going to take that into consideration. Especially when I'm playing a quarterback position. Like, what make me so valuable now that y'all ain't want me back then? Back then, they ain't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. And I think that's suffice since he's coming from H-Town. TJ, if DeShaun Watson don't take nothing else from this experience, should be the fact that these teams are not loyal to their quarterbacks who are already in place. So he should keep that in mind if he signs. That includes the New Orleans Saints with Jameis Winston. Seriously, that includes him. This man tore his ACL battling, going hard for your squad. And y'all ain't even giving this man no type of attention. Looking at this man like he damaged goods or you're not good enough to lead your franchise. So once again, like I said at the top of the show, remember this type of energy, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Who Dat Nation. The next time you fix your lips to talk about any player who decides to go play another at another organization outside of the one that's your favorite. Remember that. Because these owners and these GMs showing they have absolutely no loyalty to any of those guys if they feel like something is more valuable. JD says it's a business. But you know what, JD? People don't look at it like it's a business. The logic that they use is based on emotion and not business. I absolutely agree with you with the business point that you made, but people aren't saying it. People ain't speaking that type of language. You feel me? They not. All right, I'm gonna take a few more, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Cleveland says, we getting our old ones off the Bengals. Just woke him, LOL Bengals, cowgirls, and he's going crazy with him to be a beast. He's like a princess. Bengals suck. There's a lot going on there, but I assume the Bengals suck and some other teams suck. I'm not sure. There's a lot going on there. Work done. Work for the Falcons, who built Watson and his home, his family at home from the heart growing up when they had nothing. Work done. Yeah, that's true. I mean, look, man, you can cue the music and put up the, you know what I'm saying, the late night puppet dog commercial in the middle of the night to cling at your heartstrings all you want to, for $1 a day. You can take old Rufus home, give him home, give him some kibble, and give him some shelter. You can do that. That's fine. You can take Rufus home. But look, man, this is a business, man. Like, you got to do what's best for you, right? You know what I'm saying? You can cue the music. You can get the violins going like that when the Titanic was sinking and have a dude feeling in some type of way, getting all of his feelings. But man, people want to win. I don't care if Bob Vila built that ball home. That man want to win. And if the Falcons don't give him opportunity to win, what we talking about? They don't put you in the best position to win. What we talking about? Jameis is our guy. He got all the talent, tons of heart, and knows our system. We should go out of our way to keep him. Dennis, thank you very much for $5. I'm on board with it, man. I'm on board with it. I'm on board with it. Nah, I'm just looking from his view, big dog. He contacted the Falcons. I don't even think it was possible, to be honest. He called the Falcons, work something out. Okay. I mean, if he did, look, Mo, if he did that, more power to him. I mean, I ain't losing no sleep. Seriously. I would love DeShaun Watson to be with the Saints. I ain't losing no sleep if he don't come here. It's hard for me to miss something I ain't never had. Done from New Orleans, from Louisiana, though. Yes, he is. LOL, why the dog got to be named Rufus, TJ? I don't know, man. That was just the first name that I thought about in my mind. Dogs normally be named, Roof. People say Rufus. I mean, that's the first name that came in my head. If I say for $1 a day, you can take Calvin home. That don't sound like a dog name. That sound like your homeboy texting you to go hoop with him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, it's Calvin right here. You ask me if I won't go hoop. Hey, babe, we got something to do later? We don't? Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead. I'll hoop with you, Calvin. Come on, man. Okay. Hey, hey, gotta give a name. Let's see. I just don't get why we're all about tossing him out. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know why we're trying to toss Jameis out. Probably because we got, feel like we got a shinier toy. We got a shinier toy, man. That's all. Imagine what that meeting with the Falcons sound like. Hey, Watson, we got Magic City, the Beagles. Look, to start your statement, Chosen, I think he needs to stay as far away from places like Magic City as possible. But we got Migos and Younghoe Koo, who just signed a 4-year deal. Younghoe deserves it, by the way. Yeah, I mean, look, Younghoe deserves his contract, man. He definitely deserved that contract, man. That man one of the most accurate kickers in football. So I give him that. Okay, you know. Who that, TJ? What do you think about going after Janoris Jenkins again since he was let go? You only go after Janoris Jenkins if somebody like Paulson Adebo is a part of the trade deal. You already got Bradley Roby restructured his deal, which honestly is telling me a lot without telling me anything, saying that possibly Paulson Adebo is a part of that trade deal, which I would hate. Because what he showed the last couple of games of the season, the Houston Texans had themselves a dog. TJ, you capping. You would be hurt if DeShaun goes to the Falcons. No, I won't. No, I won't. Because, look, here's the thing. I love my squad. And to be honest with you, I don't think they need them. Look, you restructured the deal of your core players, Jordan, Ramchick, Lattimore. You got Bradley Roby. You know what I'm saying? You brought Marcus May in. You got yourself a defense. You got Tano Passanio. You got Shy Tuttle. So both the majority of your defense coming back. You got Pete Warner in his second year. You bring back Jameis Winston. You get yourself some offensive weapons. Probably get somebody like Chris Olave in the draft. Maybe convince somebody like Jarvis Landry to hop on board too. Get yourself a running back. You know what I'm saying? If Alvin has to serve a suspension, man, look, I'm not concerned at all. Hashtag unbothered by this situation. I don't fall on the fence that the Saints are going to be a failure without him. And I don't understand how anybody feels that way. So, no, I wouldn't. I have, no pun intended, no dog in the fight when it comes to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like getting DeShaun Watson at all. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the Saints, they'll be all right without him. Like, would it be a crushing blow? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Due to the fact that he has talent. But do I feel that the Saints just need him like that? Come on, man. Hells to the nah. And for that, man, I got to hit you with this, man. I got to hit you with
what
this.
What you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Nah, that ain't it, man. That ain't the take, bro. That ain't the take. I'm not bothered, man. I'm just joking with you, man, by the way. I want you to think I don't want to offend you or nothing, but nah, man, I'm not bothered by it. When I see Younghoe Koo in field goal range, yeah, man. Yeah, he's certified. He's certified like a 1st and 15th check, man. He's certified. It's a new era. One thing about a superstar is people want to play with you. That's a good point, Mo. They won't play with you. They want some of what you got. I love that movie. Let's see. Yeah, man. I love that movie too, man. One of my favorite movies right there. Somebody say you is bothered. You mean you are bothered. But no, I'm not, James. I'm not. He gonna cry in the car. Jared Cook cost us the game, the biggest in that playoff game with the Bucks. Look, I'm over Jared Cook. Jared Cook ain't been here in 2 years. It's over with. It happens. It's football. TJ, somebody on Twitter said if we sign Watson, massage for everybody. That ain't it. That ain't it.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no.
Man, that ain't it, bro. That ain't it. That ain't it, man. Would Watson attract free agents, though? Yeah. Yeah, Tim. Yeah, he would. That's the reason why Armstead hasn't signed. That's the reason why Will Fuller is still out there. That's the reason, honestly, in some ways, Tyrann Mathieu is still out there. Yeah, man. Like, he's attracting guys now. He's attracting guys now. Let's see. We play you guys this year. Who they? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we play the Bengals this year. I think they're gonna be the London game, if I am mistaken. Landry, yeah. So if we don't get Watson, we will lose Armstead. That sucks. I would hope that he would come back. I mean, look, you eating $13 million of cap money if he don't resign. So I will hope that he signs regardless. I will hope. How do y'all feel about the Bengals saying who they still y'all ish? I'm confused because I never heard that until this year. You got a lot of Saints fans that feel a certain type of way about it. Feel like, the whole who that chant. I mean, I really don't care. I really don't care. Like who they. As long as the Saints win, I don't care what they say. And the Bengals, if that's gonna be their rallying cry, that's their thing. I mean, nobody really knows though. I mean, they've done like back checks and research on this. Like who started first? Was it the who they or the who that? I want to say the who that started before the who they. But hey TJ, do you know for sure if we talk with Jarvis Landry? No, I haven't heard anything. Haven't heard anybody say anything about them talking to Jarvis Landry. So no, I haven't heard that. Yeah, I do have to be there at least 2 more weeks. And I don't know what we're talking about there. I guess it was a conversation there. I rolled up on Eli coming to NOLA this year. That's my Super Bowl. Get your popcorn ready. Nah, bro, that ain't it.
Hell no, to the no, hell to the no.
And nah, man, look, Eli Apple ain't it, man. Hopefully he have a job. Hopefully he have a job by the end of the year. I'm not saying hell to the dial for your statement, Tim. I'm saying hell to the knob for Eli Apple. That's the Eli Apple hell to the knob. You know what I'm saying? Like Eli Apple, man, he go sit his tail down somewhere. I have so much respect for the Saints. I'm an LSU fan, so I hope you guys get the Honey Badger and Watson and some Krispy Kreme. Well, man, we appreciate that, man. Look, I ain't got no problem with the Bengals. I mean, we all were in some way cheer for the Bengals because of the LSU connection, of course. But, I mean, everybody wants their team to win. So, I mean, but good luck to them. TJ, you think that kind of a hint or a rumor on Watson going to Atlanta because of Jarvis Landry visiting with Atlanta soon? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know why Jarvis Landry will sell his soul to the devil. And I don't know why he, I would think that at his stage of his career, he will want to win a Super Bowl. But I mean, I guess, if he likes it, I love it. Shouts out to Jarvis Landry, man. Product of Lutcher High School. Let's see. Eli Apple got to face the Saints after talking all that ish. Yeah, and they're going to eat that boy alive, too. TJ, I thought Michael Thomas wanted a trade. I never heard that. I mean, that was all speculation. I don't think he wanted a trade. That was just something that was out there. I wish they would have found the DeShaun Watson innocent after preseason. Tell me wouldn't have that went through all of this bull. Well, it happened. As long as everything stays on the up and up, teams want him. Teams want some of what he can give. Atlanta ain't winning nothing, even with DeShaun. That's my point. That's my whole point. Look. In some ways, the 21 Laws of Power are on the line here. It was one of my favorite books. So some of y'all probably heard of it. It's 21 Laws of Power. And one of the laws, it was like, can a student be better than a teacher? I don't want to say master because I just don't roll like that. But can a student be better than the teacher, right? And in this case, the 21 Laws of Power are kind of, revealing themselves. Are going to see if that's really the case, because you got who you got the office of Ryan Pace, who was the general manager of the Chicago Bears. He's along with Terry Fontenot. Both of those guys came from the Saints. And then you got Mickey Loomis and Jeff Ireland, right? So if Terry Fontenot can take him away, 48 Laws of Power. Thank you. I said 21 Laws of Power. 48 Laws of Power. Thank you. The 48 Laws of Power. Can a student be better than a teacher? And, this is about to be answered. Can Terry Fontenot pitch better than Mickey Loomis and Jeff Ireland to get DeShaun Watson to Atlanta. Yeah, 48 laws of power. Yeah. That tells you how I did on that book report in my senior year of college. If I'm saying 21. But 48 laws of power, yeah. That's what was the name. But it was one of honestly one of my favorite books. I stopped at 21, but but there were 48 laws. Oh man. But seriously, man, like the question is going to be answered though. Long story short, TJ, how would Julio Jones look over here with the Saints since the Titans released him? Oh man, I came with a loaded gun here tonight.
Boy, if you
don't get up out of here with that, look, Julio Jones is washed, and I don't mean in the blood of the lamb, and I don't mean with tide and gain. Look, the dude has had too many injuries. He's old. He can't stay healthy, man. So, look, the only reason why the Saints would be getting him because of his name, because his name is Julio Jones. Like, this ain't it, man. Like, Julio is a warrior. You know what I'm saying? He has given us great moments. You know what I'm saying? He has given us headaches, as Saints fans. But, look, your age and those injuries have a way of catching up with you. And they didn't caught him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they have Usain Bolt his tail. You know what I'm saying? They didn't gunned him down and pinned him down. And now he has to, face facts. So no, man. No, that ain't it. The blood of the lamb. TJ, where you be coming up with these jokes? Man, I'm out my head, man. Hey, man, we wing this thing, Chosen. We done got that good, man. We can wing this now, man. We ain't looking at scripts over here. I don't look down at no paper. They ain't got nothing on this paper right here. We wing it. I think Julio Jones signed with the Broncos. That's good for him, man. That's good for him. Like this trade, TJ, Texas received 3 firsts, 1 second, 2 thirds, Ruiz and Boyd. Saints received DeShaun Watson and Brandon Cooks. I love that trade. Get them bums up out of here. Get them bums up out of here. I will. Sure, I'll get that up for a 7th-round pick. Sure. Give me Ryan Suckup for that garbage they got over there. These boys slipping and sliding and wasting time and energy and space and everything else, man. Got people going to their medicine cabinet, getting heart medicine and getting antidepressant medicine, watching these boys, watching Ruiz play offensive line and Bond fumble all over himself. Like, get them up out of here, man. Get these bums out of here. I'm calling them bums right now. And y'all all know why I still when the Saints drafted Cesar Ruiz. And that just becoming more and more like I'm more, made me look more and more like a prophet with that one. One thing about Watson, he is Superman. My sister went to Clemson, and I used to talk to him at parties when I visit her. Not too many teams beat Bama in the championship. He was the first. Yeah, man. I mean, dude is really talented. He's really talented. I won't take that away from him. The Saints will have some if they get him, but if they don't, I'm still about to go to sleep tonight. Bond doesn't even know what position he plays these days. That means you don't need to be playing football. Y'all remember the butt fumble? Yeah, I remember that with Mark Sanchez. Yeah, I remember that. Vegas said chances are good. Well, Vegas said it. The mob said it, so we might be all right. If we get Watson, though, what route we go for getting more weapons at wide receiver? We won't have a 1st or a 2nd-round pick for the next 2 to 3 years. Well, you better get while the getting is good, and you got to make sure that you get some good solid players around them. Right? There's one of them times where you got to find yourself and hope that a Traquan Smith pans out, or Lil Jordan Humphreys ends up being everything you want him to be, or Marquez Callaway live up to his potential. That's when you got to start betting on stuff like that, because if they don't, then guess what? It's not going to be good. The good news for us, once we know we can't get Watson, we will sign Winston. Whoa, whoa, slow your roll now. That's not a guarantee. And that's something that we got to suspend out of our mind, Jasper. We can't just say, oh man, we're gonna man, shoot, you don't want to holler. Shoot, I got that girl over there. Oh, snap, she got somebody else. That, you know, like you got, man, no, we can't just do that to this dude. I wouldn't let nobody do that to me. Would you allow somebody to, you know, be like, man, can I get your phone number? Be like, let me be right back. Then go over there and start talking to somebody else. They don't want their number. You say you wanted my number, right? Man, get out of my face. That's how you gonna feel, right? So it's not a guarantee that they're gonna get this dude. I know if you show your hand like that, man, shoot, you're gonna have to pay me. You know, oh, well. Look who come crawling back. I know I said 3 years, 60 million, but now I want 3 years, 80 million. And I better get the majority of that money guaranteed. And I better get green M&Ms. I better get myself a SUV, a Chevy Tahoe pulled up to my hotel with rose petals on my bed. And I want some of the best wine that this city has to offer. And some Funyuns. That's the way he gonna feel after this. They better make sure that they get this dude. They better make sure they get this dude, man. Because homeboy about to come in with the Hollywood suggestions. They about to come in with the Hollywood suggestions. They would be like, man, I want a Posturepedic bed, Posturepedic pillows. I want girls, not, you know what I'm saying? I want girls just to be standing outside my room instead of, you know, with the humidifier. I want them to make the humidifier noise to make me go to sleep. That's what I want. That man gonna come through all type of demands if they can get the show watched, because what more can they do? I mean, they can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. Can you? No, you can't. Incidentally, he wants massage therapists. Nah, we don't want them. We want to stay as far away from them as possible. Hoodie Drew says, TJ, tell me your honest and upright opinion on Callaway. I think he did his thing last year and showed a lot of promise, almost 800 yards, and he had 11 plus games with a third and fourth string quarterback. I think Marquez Callaway is good, but not good enough. That's what I think about him. Look, I need somebody that's not just going to be a placeholder. I need somebody that's going to be legit. And I just think that he's too inconsistent, man. Catch a ball here, drop a ball there. Catch a 50-50 ball here, drop a 50-50 ball there. You know, like catch a first down pass, miss a first down pass. Too inconsistent, too up and down for me, man. It's the 1929 stock market right now. You know what I'm saying? He you know what I'm saying? He was up at first, you know what I'm saying, when the railroads and steel came through, and then all of a sudden he came down with a crushing crescendo. I need to know what I'm gonna get on Sunday, Hoodie Jude. Seriously, man. If I don't know what I can get out of you every single week, you too erratic. You too erratic, man. So I don't want you like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to prove to me. And based on where he came into the league, where he was positioned, yes. You know what I'm saying? He gave you way more bang for your buck. But at this stage, Hoodie Jube, I'm tired of just pedestrian receivers. I want some dogs, man. I said this last show, and I'm going to say it on this one. I want some dogs. I want some I want some dogs. That's what I want, man. I want some guys that going to go out there and fight. I want some guys that going to go out there and they ain't about to be bullied when somebody jamming them at the line of scrimmage. I want them to make that cornerback pay the freaking price. That's what I want. Sean Payton told a story about Michael Thomas when he was trying to teach him how to come off the line of scrimmage. And he said that Michael Thomas took his hand and he put it down so hard he almost jammed his finger. That's what I want out of a wide receiver. Reckless abandons. I want guys that's going to sit up here and be like, God, dog, this dude a beast. At the number 3, at the number 2 position. If you're not giving me that, man, I ain't got no place for you. It's a new day in New Orleans, man. And just being finesse and sophisticated ain't good enough for me. no more. And especially if you're willing to give up all this, and if you do give up all this, you can't afford to just have a guy that just sitting up here. Well, we got a place for you right over here. You run this route right here. You run this little skinny route there. We might need you to go down the field for a 9 route. Man, forget all that. Give me some dogs out here. Give me some dudes coming up out that tunnel saying, man, who wants some today? Oh, man, I know you ain't on me. That's what I want. If you ain't talking like that, I don't want you. TJ don't want you. TJ don't need you. In the words of Chameleon, Cooper don't want you. Cooper don't need you. TJ don't want you. TJ don't need you if you ain't a dog, man. For real. Hey, TJ, I was listening to Matt Moscone's show the other day. He liked the Saints going after Saquon Barkley because he can do the same thing Alvin can do without all the carries. Sound like Matt Moscone been listening to my show. I'm just shouts out to Matt Moscone, man. But yeah, I was saying the same thing, man. Yeah, I think they do the same things, and I think that it is a plus if you was to get Saquon Barkley, and if you combine him with some guys in the backfield, then I think it will preserve his health throughout the season. If the Saints don't get Watson and they have to come to Winston, it's gonna be like when the dude walked in the room and asked the girl, "Is she still?" Exactly. That's what it's gonna be like. Say, I'm a Browns fan, man. We got Browns fans up in here, man. We got Browns fans. We had Bengals fans. We had a Falcon fan up in here, man. Shouts out to all y'all, man. I know. It's love right there, man, that y'all decide to come over. TJ quoted, "That's in love with my money." Yeah, man. B swangers and boasts 20 and just sitting low. We ball 24s. Ooh, that's my joy right there. I'm in love with my money. Hey, man, that's my joint, man. Shouts out to Chameleon there right there. Cooper. Shout out to Cooper, man. They scoping to see if we're picking up Baker. Please no. One more time for the night, Bishop Bowen.
Hell no, to the no. Hell to the no.
Got a Rams fan in here too, man. Shouts out to HD. TJ, you think with Thomas coming back on the field, you think he can put a little bit of dog mentality in Callaway? Hoodie Jew, it's rather you got it or you don't. Okay, look, you walk down the street, you see a poodle. That's a poodle. You go back tomorrow, that poodle outside, it's gonna be a poodle. It's not gonna come back tomorrow and be a pit bull, right? It's rather you got it or you don't. It's rather you got that in you or you don't have it in you. The dog mentality lives inside of you, man. And if you ain't coming off the bus, if you're an undrafted free agent, you should automatically come in with a chip on your shoulder. So I don't know. So the answer is no. Nobody can give you that dog mentality. It's rather it's in you or it's not. You got to have that. You got to be unapologetically you. You got to have that type of energy that you are the ish no matter what. If you don't, nobody can give that to you, man. Nobody can give it to you. Now, people can push you. They can see, but they only can push you. And this is the thing. If you're a coach, coaches ride players they ride them hard because they know that player has the potential to be great. If it ain't in him, it'll never be that way. And he is going to fold like a cheap tent. So, no, I don't think that Michael Thomas can put it in him. I don't. You cannot put dog inside of a guy. It's rather he got it or he don't. It's rather you going to be a playmaker or you not. For real. J-Rock, thank you very much for $5. Says, if the NFL puts the Bengals versus Saints game in London, that would be stupid. The game should be in New Orleans on Thanksgiving night. Yeah, man, but, they trying to get that, that market across the pond. So, TJ, that's some funny-ish. Yeah, man, look, you got to be a dog, Chosen, man. You got to be a dog. TJ, Russell Gage has that dog mentality. I agree. He does have that dog mentality. And look, a lot of Saints wide receivers don't. like Kevin White old junk tail. You know, like, man, look, too scary, too brittle, too brittle for me. You know, you catch a deep pass for the first time in about 282 years, all of a sudden, like you point at a first down, like you like you Cuba Gooding Jr. on Jerry Maguire after you got hit. He got up doing a break dance. That's what that boy looked like right there. And I was happy for him at the time, but you're a little bit too happy for me when I think about it. Too happy. Like, you ain't scored. You know, if you scored, it would have been a miracle because you haven't scored in what, 7 years since you've been in the league? You know, like, man, enough of this. Enough of this. Enough is, you know what I'm saying, of me holding anticipation like a kid on Christmas when the mama come from under the tree with the big box. Is he going to catch it? Enough of that, man. Enough of this. No, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. In the words of John Coffey, I'm tired, boss. Tired, boss. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired of hoping and praying and wishing. And when I see Jameis going deep or Trevor Siemian going deep and they swing that camera, y'all know what it is, man. They got that anticipation camera. When the pass go deep, they just kind of slowly glide it down there because you like, oh, please let them catch it. Just for a brief second, you know what I'm saying? They slide it at a good little pace, but they slide it and you're like, please don't be a pass interference. But you see, they go down there and you see Kevin White and you just hope that this is the day that he really lives up to his potential for one play. Please, Kevin. And all of a sudden he dropped it. Like, I'm tired of that, man. I'm tired of that. Like, I'm like, I want when the camera swing be like, touchdown. I want to be like, touchdown. You know? TJ, he not coming here, so they will be moving on. Well, whatever. Honestly, throw Zion in the trade package. Who says no? No, I'm not ready to give up on Zion yet. Not ready to give up on him. Breaking news: DeShaun Watson expressing interest in the Golden State Warriors plan to beat tomorrow. If that's happening, man, y'all need to go ahead and cut your losses and be like, man, look, James, what's up, big head? But thank y'all so much for checking out the State of the Saints podcast. Really do appreciate it, man. This was a fun show, and I hope you had fun too. And if you had fun, if you have not already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you had fun, go ahead and hit that like button. Let everybody know you enjoyed the podcast. Previous episodes available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM. We're part of the Pigskin Podcast Network right above my head. And y'all make sure that you follow me on social media, on Twitter at TJJones8 and on Instagram at TJAYJones_. Okay, TJAYJones8 on Twitter, TJAYJones_ on Instagram. Till next time, all I gotta say is, who that?